Support for Vietnam Stories of Service is provided by Elisa Brackelli.
And the day before I was to leave, they were flying me from Phan Rang to Cam Ranh Bay. And during the monsoon season, they usually fly along the coast and come back into Cam Ranh Bay. So it was like pea soup fog outside of the windows. You really couldn't see anything. This particular pilot decided to take a shortcut over the mountains, and we didn't quite make it. He flew us into the side of the mountain. And we crashed. 44 people aboard, and only 2 of us lived to tell about it. And we spent 5 days on the side of the mountain before they found us. After probably the second day, I could hear and see people walking around, and it was just all part of my mind playing tricks on me. Then on the 5th day, I heard somebody say, "You American GI?" They managed to flip me over, got my name, radioed it in, and that I was a survivor.
Everyone who knew me knew I was going, through ROTC and was going into service.
Hadn't given them much thought until I got that letter in the mail.
Everybody in our neighborhood went into the military. It was just something that you did.
I was scared. Honestly scared.
It was a time of turmoil. They didn't want me to go because of the Vietnam situation.
After getting a draft notice, I figured that was about the end of it for me.
They would graduate from high school, and the next year they were in, and then that next year they were home in a box.
I sometimes wish I would have stayed in for the full 20 or 30, but other times I'm glad I didn't.
We had a rocket hit in our barracks area.
Spent a couple of nights at Da Nang, listening to all the bombing in the background, and it was kind of scary.
Well, the stress and the pressure was actually people trying to kill you.
I was asleep. I remember hearing a loud bang. And till today, I can still remember, I was seeing myself flying through the air like Superman.
I was out on patrol all night, laying in a rice paddy on the berm. And that's very, very stressful.
It was nothing but gray, brown smoke from the explosion, and everyone running from the barracks to the bunker.
We were in a firefight, and I was in the track, and I bent down to get ammunition. One round went straight over my head. So if I hadn't bent down, I wouldn't be here.
I had to fly cap for a river convoy, a bunch of ships with supplies and all this for the Cambodian troops. And usually we hated those missions. They were very boring. Nothing ever happened. You just bored holes in the sky for 4 or 5 hours, got replaced and went back. And on this particular one, all heck broke loose.
Suspect C is changing course.
They were ambushed from the side of the river. We're getting really shot up. My aircraft was armed. I had machine guns and rocket pods and small armament, but I started strafing and called a tactical emergency, got fighters diverted. The whole convoy was stopped. You don't want to do that when guys are shooting at you from the side. You want to move. Yelled at him, got him going, and it was just, from there on, it was just constant airstrike after airstrike after airstrike. We got the convoy through with 1 boat was damaged, 1 guy was wounded, no losses.
I volunteered to go to a classified installation near the town of Dalat. We started hearing these explosions, loud, and then there was automatic gunfire. And then Viet Cong troops were rampaging all through the city. It was like a storm of bullets. By morning, the town was occupied. There was no way out. Our orders were just hold, stand and hold. And that went on for a month. Ran out of food, low on water, waiting for, reinforcements or backup. I looked out and saw hundreds of combat troops moving up one of the streets, South Korean Rangers. First thing we started asking for is, do you have any food? And so my unit, we were finally able to be relieved. I didn't feel like I had actually got out of that place until I was on a helicopter being evacuated from that place.